What up and what's poppin'? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Goal Network, where we are burning the books alive. Mediocre 2-2 yesterday. Duana Bonner grabbed her rebounds maybe by halftime. Unfortunately, she went 0 for from 3, 0 for 7 from the three-point line. Tyasha Harris cashed us out, and Dejanay Carrington only had 9 points. We go 2-2 yesterday, which brings us back with our best bets in the WNBA for June 13th. All right, we got 3 games on today. First up, I got 2 leans for you in the Atlanta Dream Indiana Fever game. First lean, Ryan Howard of the Atlanta Dream over 15.5 points, minus 113 odds over at FanDuel. She's had 16 points in her last game. She's had 16 points or more in her last 8 straight games versus the Indiana Fever. 23, 21, 24, and 20 and 17 points in her last 4 games versus the Indiana Fever. I just have the worst luck betting on Ryan Howard, so I'm not going to. And life has been a lot less stressful without it. We'll lean it, though. Also from the Atlanta Dream, Cheyenne Parker Tyus under her 10.5 points, minus 125 over at FanDuel. She's went under this line in her last 7 out of 10 games this season, every single game but 3. She's went under in her last 4 out of 5 games, averaging just 20.7 minutes in those 5 games. She's averaging 20.7 minutes in her last 5 games. She is 9 out of 10 to this line in her last 10 games when she plays 21 minutes or less. All right, now let's get to some official plays. Skylar Diggins of the Seattle Storm over 15.5 points, minus 106 odds over at FanDuel. She's hit this line in her last 8 out of 11 games and her last 6 games straight. 21, 18, 17, 21, and 19 points in her last 5 games. She's cashed for me in the last 2 times that I've bet on her. We need Daniel Boston Berry Sports talking that Celtic shit like he does. What's up, my guys up? Skylar Diggins Smith has cashed for me in the last 2 games. The criteria compares, you know what I'm saying? We need 5 straight cashes for you to become a Hall of Fame member over here at the Fahrenheit 451 channel. We do have 1 Hall of Fame member in the WNBA so far. I have yet to make the announcement, though. I got to do that. So I say all that to say, Skylar Diggins Smith of the Seattle Storm over her 15.5 points, minus 106 odds over at FanDuel. Next, from the same Seattle Storm, Ezi Magbogor from Down Under over her 8.5 rebounds, minus 130 odds over at FanDuel. 12, 8, 9, 13, and 12, 8, 9, 15, and 13 rebounds in her last 5 games. Oh, I was so tired of seeing Minnesota, man, but I don't know. I don't know. I ain't even tripping, man. I think the hockey finals might go the same way. Stanley Cup Finals. Ezi Magbogor of the Seattle Storm over her 8.5 rebounds, minus 130 odds over at FanDuel. 12, 8, 9, 15, and 13 rebounds in her last 5 games. Cashed this line in her last 2 games versus Dallas with 9 and 9 rebounds on the hook in the positive way. Next, Big Mama A'ja Wilson, auto bet, over 27.5 points. A'ja Wilson plays for the Las Vegas Aces. A'ja Wilson over 26.5 points, minus 122 odds over at FanDuel. Smacking that lineup in her last 7 straight games. Phoenix allowed the second most points. A'ja, 30, 36, and 30 points in her last 3 out of 4 versus the Phoenix Mercury. Staying right there in that game, Kahleah Copper of the Phoenix Mercury over her 2.5 3-pointers made, Minus 130 odds over at FanDuel. Hit this line in her last 3 and in her last 4 out of 5 games. 4, 3, and 5 3-pointers made in her last 3 games versus the Las Vegas Aces. Las Vegas allowed the first most threes in the WNBA and the highest 3-point percentage. All right. Kahleah Copper over her 3 threes. 4, 3, and 5 3-pointers made her last 3 games versus Las Vegas. Las Vegas allows the first most 3-pointers in the WNBA. Las Vegas allows the highest 3-pointer percentage in the WNBA. This might be my favorite look of the day. All right. So, for today, June 13th, my WNBA official plays are Skylar Diggins-Smith over 16 points, Ezi Magbegor over 9 rebounds, A'ja Wilson over 27 points, Kahleah Copper over 3 3-pointers made. My leans for today are Ryan Howard over 16 points, Cheyenne Parker Tyus under 11 points. That wraps up today. They have the lines up for tomorrow. Why wait? For tomorrow, June 14th in the WNBA, I will be taking Angel Reese over 9.5 rebounds, minus 115 odds over at Bet365. Smacking this line in her last 5 games. 11 rebounds in her last game versus Washington. My second play for tomorrow will be De'Arica Hamby of the Los Angeles Sparks. Angel Reese plays for the Chicago Sky. De'Arica Hamby of the Los Angeles Sparks to record, it's a parlay. 15 points and 10 rebounds. That's minus 120 odds over at Bet365. I believe she's hit, I failed to write it down, but she's hit this line in every single game this season except for, I want to say, 2 or 3. For tomorrow, I have 4 leans. My first lean for tomorrow is Angel Reese over 13 points. She's hit that line in her last 4 games, 13, 16, 13, and 20 points in her last 4 games. 16 points the last time that she played the Mystics. Next, lean for tomorrow WNBA action. Rickea Jackson of the Los Angeles Sparks under 4 rebounds. She's failed to tally 4 rebounds in 9 out of 12 games this season, meaning she's went under that rebound total in every single game this season except 3, and her minutes are always questionable. My third lean for tomorrow, June 14th, WNBA action, Alana Smith from the Minnesota Lynx over her 9.5 points. She's hitting that line at an 8 out of 11 clip. And last but not least, my final lean for tomorrow is going to be Camila Cardoso of the Chicago Sky to record 6 rebounds. She's had 5 rebounds in every single game that she's played this season. She had 9 rebounds last game where we've seen her play 30 minutes. She plays 30 minutes again. That line should be free. However, it's just going to be a lean for now, with my official plays for tomorrow being Angel Reese 10 rebounds and De'Arica Hamby to record 15 points and 10 rebounds. All of my official looks for today and tomorrow are as follows. Skylar Diggins-Smith, 16 points. Ezi Magbegor, 9 rebounds. A'ja Wilson, 27 points. Kahleah Copper, 3 3-pointers made. Angel Reese, 10 rebounds. That's going to be tomorrow. And De'Arica Hamby, 15 points and 10 rebounds. That's going to be tomorrow as well. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them as always. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. I appreciate everybody who pulled up. I appreciate everybody who will pull up later. Parlays and builders will be found on Twitter. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. I got 4 official picks. Let's go 4-0. Let's get this money. Love, peace, and fish grease. I holla.